Welcome back, Joyager. In today's video, we're going to be covering the Lazy Lions. This is a highly requested NFT project, and I'm actually very excited because I've been interested in this project for a very long time. In the last video, we covered Dead Fellas, and the next video, I believe we have Fluff World or Creature World. So you're going to want to make sure you subscribe with the bell because some of this information is time sensitive. Not every video is going to be a review. But either way, I'm working 24/7 to bring you guys the best content on YouTube, the content that I didn't find, and that's why I started this channel. I want to say thank you so much for the recent huge amount of support. Shout out JRNI Crypto for following me on Twitter. That was cool. That was really cool. So if you're ready for all the future videos, if you're ready to learn, if you're ready to have fun, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button so I know. It takes 1 second, and everything I put out there is free. I really appreciate it. It's a great free way to support the channel. And I do ask that you guys subscribe because you're not going to want to miss anything because we are going to be covering all the NFT content for pretty much forever. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So this is the Lazy Lions OpenSea page. They got a floor price of 1 Ethereum. They've got 16.7 thousand Ethereum traded, 4.7 thousand owners, and 10.1 thousand items. I actually am a fan of this artwork. I like these. These are really cool. I could definitely see myself walking around the metaverse with one of these as an avatar. I know one of the big things with these Lazy Lions is these crowns. So they're like you know, king of the jungle. So that they've definitely played into that very well, and I think that their brand represents that a lot. I think a lot of people know that the Lazy Lions are very prideful. They're very proud to be in the pack. You've got a very loud, very active, very supportive fan base. The reason I know that is because I personally went into their Discord earlier today when I was doing research, and I was just kind of chiming in, talking to the people in there, and just kind of keeping an eye on what people were talking about, seeing kind of what the vibe is. And I can tell you what, the vibe in here was very cool, very welcoming, very warm, normal conversations, real conversations. This felt very much like a family vibe in here, and I'm a fan of this. I was asking questions, some questions that I couldn't find online, just asking if there was anything that I needed to know that maybe I wouldn't be able to find on some of their announcement pages. And everyone reacted and was talking to me, and it was a good time in there. I also want to mention I'm not a holder of a Lazy Lion. Just full disclosure, I'm not a holder of a Lazy Lion. But they sold out here, and the floor price was at 0.2 for a long. Actually, hold on. I found this Reddit from 3 months ago. Check this out. 3 months ago, this guy put on Reddit, he thinks that the Lazy Lions roadmap looks really fresh. He says their floor is going into 0.1, and then he said this is the new Bored Ape Yacht Club. So who knows if they're going to be the new Bored Ape Yacht Club, but he definitely was on the right track because since then they have done a massive dub from a 0.1 floor when he sent this Reddit out. So they got all the way up to a 3.5 ETH floor in September at the height of that peak mania. And since then, they've dropped off quite a bit, but they've actually been able to maintain right around a 1.5 to 1 ETH floor support line. Looks around like 0.9/1.2, somewhere in that area is around the support line. So if you were looking to enter, that's a pretty healthy place to be in, I think. I'm gonna pull up their Etherscan real quick. So I just want to mention this. I know a few people have been asking me to talk about the Etherscan. I don't actually look super deep into this. The main thing I do here is check out their holders, and I just want to see if there's any whales here. So as you can see, very fucking healthy. There's only 2 people that have more than 1%, so very distributed. And as you guys saw, 4.7 thousand owners, so I like that. That's a good sign. So here's their website. Instantly I get there's this video game that was around a long time ago that it reminds me of, and it gives me some nostalgic vibes. It looks fun. It looks like a really fun interactive game on their website, and I'm a fan of how they've kind of laid this out. So they've got a Lazy Lion private island. I'm not sure what this means. I didn't feel like it was fair for me to ask. Because this is something that's exclusive to all the Lazy Lions holders, so I ended up not asking them. But I assume this is some type of, maybe it's this, maybe it's some kind of little interactive world they've worked on it. Maybe you can run around with the Lazy Lion avatar. I have no idea. So let's check out the roadmap real quick. So they got a private Discord for all the Lazy Lions owners. That's pretty standard. At 20%, they had a community wallet opened. They have started this Roar Wards program for the Lazy Lion holders, and I actually asked them in the Discord kind of what this meant because I didn't know if it was like a token or what it was. And according to their Discord, it's changing month to month for who's actually eligible. So it's not your standard staking model, which, as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of projects being innovative, trying new things, doing things that are just a little bit different than the norms. I'm a big fan of this. So I got roasted in the Discord. Everyone was like, it's not a token, like it's all these things. And so I went to their announcements page and found out some of the things for this month. So in order to qualify you for your rewards, which change in value per month, based on a lot of different factors, your profile picture on Twitter has to be a lazy lion. Your lion emoji has to be in your Twitter profile. You must have Diamond Paul's role in your Discord. I assume you have to be somewhat just active in the Discord. I assume that's what it means. And then you must have your bungalow set as your Twitter banner. And if you meet 3/4 of these options, you are eligible for the third rollout of Roar Rewards. I don't know if eligible means you will, or if that's truly like you're eligible, you may not get it. But if I were you and I were a holder of Lazy Lions, I would definitely make sure each month around the time where they start to decide who's going to be on this Roar Rewards list, I would just go ahead and do all 4 just to give yourself the best chance. Shout out to Jigs T. He responded to my message in their Discord when I asked him what is the value of each of the rewards per month, and he said it changes based on volume. So right now, as you guys know, the NFT market's been in a little bit of a lull, and so 0.018 ETH is the per lion is what you would have been getting, and so I assume when NFT Mania is happening, it's a pretty substantial reward for holding. So that's pretty bad, to be honest, but also the market's down. A lot of projects aren't doing so well. Let's check out Banana token for CyberKongs. I know that got to a high of like $100. Let's check it out. Banana token's at $49.53. Got up to a high of 105 at the peak. Since then has dropped pretty substantially, but 50%, but still a little, that's not bad at all. Pretty much every project other than CyberKongs is taking a big fat L on staking. I'm sure there are some that are doing okay. I can't cover all the projects, but staking hasn't really been, it's not really worth it for me. Like unless we're in NFT bull mania where there's a ton of volume coming in, because almost all the staking comes from how much volume is coming into the to the project, then staking is pretty much fucking useless. You're literally gonna, like, I've spent more on staking and staking stuff than I've actually made staking, you know what I mean? So at 60%, they have an exclusive merch drop. So this is pretty standard for a lot of projects, but this is interesting. So they've got a VIP spa treatment with selected traits that maybe, I'm not sure because I couldn't find any information here, but I don't know if this changes like the specific trait month to month, but they receive free merch. So that's a really cool way, another way to gamify everything going on in their ecosystem. Bungalow is a banner image that I guess you receive. I assume it comes airdrop to you, and it has your own lazy lion in it and then some type of artwork around it, I assume. And at 100%, they have a Lazy Lions game, Play to Earn. And this is an exclusive Lazy Lions game that's released with community prizes. And then I went ahead and jumped in their Discord and asked them if there's anything on their roadmap that maybe I haven't seen on their official website that might be there. Because I want to start doing this because someone left a comment on one of the videos on the Head DAO review and said there's some things that I couldn't find on the website that have been in the announcements that maybe got lost in all the stuff in Discord, you know? So I wanted to ask them, and I did get a pretty lengthy response right here. Again, this is Jigs T. Shout out. So it seems that their Discord members are growing daily. That's not something that's impressive to me because there's a lot of projects doing these, like, you know, X amount of invites and you get this reward. So I don't really care about that. That doesn't really tell me anything. I like that they're doing a voting system. They're working on that at least to get more of the holders in on what they want to do for the future. They got the merch coming up, Sandbox integration. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that the game's not out yet. It looks like they'll be doing it inside of Sandbox. And so they had a meetup in New York City. This is cool. Because my thought process is, unless you have a really, really strong fan base, even in NYC NFT, a lot of projects haven't established that family vibe that people want to be around, except for some of the big ones like Bored Ape Yacht Club, like Creature World, you guys saw on Twitter. But I went on Twitter and saw that they did have a little bit of a meetup here, and this is cool. I love to see this. This is so fun. This is my favorite part about NFTs. Just like, it's everything about investing that's interesting, but then you get to add a communal aspect, and this is fucking dope. I like this. This is a really, really cool thing for me. Just in general, not even for Lazy Lions specifically, just in general for the NFT space. This is exciting to me. I'm a big fan of this kind of stuff, and I'm glad that they're like open to meeting each other in person. This is a really cool thing. I like this. So they got some professional sports stars joining. That can be good. I don't really care that much about that, but you know, that could be interesting to raise the value of the project if some famous people start rocking it as their PFP. So let's meet the team. So we got Asher, we got Anlion, we got Nine, and we got Nin. So these are all pseudo-anonymous. As you guys can see in a lot of projects I'm doing, we have a lot of pseudo-anonymous followers, and I think this is because a lot of people want to keep a somewhat of a private life and have their personal life out of it, and I can understand that actually, because for a while I didn't understand what the point of being anonymous was. I was like, what do you have to hide? But I do understand the idea of keeping your personal life and your NFT life, your public image, separate. And so pseudo-anonymous is starting to become the thing. So this is Osher's Twitter account. One thing I saw when I just had a quick glance earlier was this is back from like August, but he posted a photo here, and I think this is something that a lot more pseudo-anonymous founders should be doing. You should be posting stuff from your normal life. You don't have to show your face. You can always cover it with your profile picture and edit that on after, but also just like showing some of your life, because if you're pseudo-anonymous, people don't really put a name to you, they don't really put a face to you, and you kind of become this character who like doesn't really exist. And if you're able to humanize yourself, I think that can only do good for your community, for your supporters, and for people looking to get into the project. We have Anlion, who is the I guess part of the development team. This is their page. I like that they're kind of resharing stuff from some of their meetups. This is really, really cool to me, guys. Again, this is so fun for the NFT space. It's so exciting for me. It's so exciting for me. And I just noticed Jordan Belfort tweeted out that he bought this Lazy Lion. To me, this looks a little suspicious. I'm not going to say Lazy Lions paid him off, or maybe they worked out some kind of deal. I have no clue. I'm not going to speculate. It's always possible. It's always also possible that he's pumping his own bags, or he genuinely likes the project. Those are all things you can consider. You're never going to know unless they tell you. So, you know, this could be a good sign, could be a not good sign. It didn't really affect the floor price much. And while Jordan Belfort is a very, very big public figure, I don't think he's got the type of reach and the type of influence to completely flip-flop a market like Shaq did with Creature. So we got 9. This is another dev for the Lazy Lions. Again, all of them seem, you know, somewhat active on Twitter. I'm a fan of this. I'm a big fan of people on the team being, especially the pseudo-anonymous founders and people on the team, to be somewhat active. You don't have to be super active, but just reposting stuff, liking people's comments, engaging a little with the community. I think that can only do good. If you're one of the pseudo-anonymous founders for any project, I highly encourage you guys to be a little bit more active on Twitter and engage with your community. Then we have Neen, Queen of the Lazy Lions, on the dev team, and I was just kind of scrolling through her page just to see if she was at all active, if people were engaging with her at all, and she is a little bit. Obviously not a lot. They have other things they need to be doing. This is not their job, but I am a big fan. So the team here, I think you guys are doing a good job, especially being pseudo-anonymous, engage with your community. It seems that the team has probably talked about this as far as a branding aspect, to form somewhat of a pact, of a family vibe, you know what I mean? So I like that they're doing this. And so if we go ahead and click on their rewards, I literally cannot say that word, their rewards page. I can't connect to this because I'm not a holder, but this is like their landing page, and I have no idea what it looks like. And this is the Lazy Lions Twitter page. They got 47.7 thousand followers. We don't care about that. Numbers do not matter in this space. You have no idea who's been botted. You have no idea who's bought followers. So let's check out their engagement just to see if people are even engaged in the community. 900 likes, a bunch of retweets. You know, this is good. You know, hundreds and hundreds of likes, retweets, comments. This is really, really what you want to see, especially from a project with 10,000 items and 4,800 owners almost. This is exactly what you want to see from a healthy, engaged fan base. I mean, just look at some of these posts, man. Like, people are excited to be part of this group. And honestly, I can't really say the same for a lot of projects. I don't see a lot of projects with a bunch of supporters and a lot of holders constantly just posting pictures of their stuff, and just, you can kind of tell when they're trying to shill the project, and you can tell when it's like a, hey, notice me, and those are fucking annoying. This is different. I get a different vibe, and that's just one of those like spider senses that some people just have, and I have it, and I see it with the Lazy Lions. It may sound like I'm simping for the Lazy Lions, but honestly, this is a very, very healthy looking project so far. So Neen Linus retweeted this. Something big is happening. What is in the packs? How do you get them? This is going to change everything. So this is some type of Lazy Lions unique collection card. I have no idea what this even means. I couldn't find anything about it. I probably just didn't do enough research, but this is interesting. I assume it's some kind of perk. Maybe you can add like a different shirt on your lion, or change up your, like, I think that's a really cool idea. I know some projects are doing this. I don't think as many projects as I thought would be, but I think it's really cool to be able to alter your image. I don't know if that's a thing, but it's an interesting idea. This is something I wanted to mention in their Discord. I went to their announcements. I like to go through the announcements if they have a minor announcements page and major announcements page, and just kind of see how active they are, what kind of just like the language, the vibe, just to get a general sense of what's going on here. What's the vibe? What's good? You know, and I see a lot of this stuff. I see, hey, Kings, and they're big on that. I've seen that a lot on Twitter. They call themselves Kings. This is actually a tactic that I use in my own YouTube videos, and now that you're aware, it's still going to work on you. But a lot of times I'll praise you for watching these videos. I'll say, you know, this is really smart that you're watching these videos, and I'll make you feel good. And then you'll say, damn, I like the way I feel when I watch Cade's videos. I can't wait to watch the next one because he makes me feel confident. He makes me feel like I'm secure. And these are all good signs from a very, very intelligent looking team. So they were talking about some type of political thing that I guess some people got heated about and were asking about them. And this is something that is good to see that they're addressing it. And they said, we're not political at all. We don't affiliate. We didn't even know. But this is the most important part of everything they said. We are not using ignorance as an excuse. We completely own this mistake. This shows an extra level of maturity that is actually very, very rare in the NFT space. You've probably seen a lot of projects who make excuses, and it's fucking annoying, honestly. So this is good to see that a project is able to just kind of mature, own it, even if it's not, you know, just say fucking whatever, you know. You own it to the mistake, you make up for it, you move on. And after their apology, they came up with a list of next moves, and this is all very, very healthy. And so this is their plan moving forward. They even listed out some extra steps that they're going to do moving forward. This I like. Everything from the team so far screams capable. So it seems that the one big thing they have coming up is their game and their merch drop coming up. I'm not sure what is coming next. And honestly, a lot of projects I think are hitting a bit of a wall as to like, okay, now we've kind of rolled, like a lot of projects have kind of hit that like 3/4 of the way through their roadmap, and they're like, okay, what next? You know, we've got the game going, we've got the movies. How do we continue to you know, generate demand? How do we get people to hold our NFTs? And that's going to be the most important part of every single NFT project. Which projects are going to be the ones that make holding it worthwhile as to just selling it for a profit? And I just scrolled down and found their latest announcement. So it looks like they have started the polls and the voting system. I like this. They said they want a 75% majority to pass anything. And so it looks like they're building. It looks like they're in the building stage. It looks like they're doing a lot of fun stuff. And it seems that the community is very excited. I don't see any weird, strange vibes. I don't see any uncomfortable people in there, like unsure of what to do, talking shit, spreading FUD kind of thing. There's a certain level of a proud vibe that this project has that a few other projects in this space also have. And it's one of those where you're just like, dude, I am very fucking pumped to be in here. And everyone in this project is also. And it's kind of just like king culture. Like we're all here, like we're all awesome. We all fucking love each other. We're all here to support. And I haven't seen that in a lot of projects. And that's the first thing I noticed, especially in their Discord, but also in the way that they talk to each other. And as I said earlier, there's a way to talk that gets your people to like you more. And it does seem like it's genuine. It does seem like it's authentic. And as long as the team doesn't stray from these core values and making sure everyone feels loved, feels comfortable, feels okay and heard, this project seems to be on a very positive trajectory. I'm definitely interested in seeing where they go forward from here. I'm very interested to see where all projects go from here. A lot of projects are at this stage where they're like, okay, we've kind of rolled out all the smaller things in the roadmap. Now's the time when we build. And it seems like the team is very capable. I'm going to assume that they've hired out a lot of people because, you know, they sold out their project. They've got a lot of revenue. They've got a lot of money to work with. So as long as they're allocating their money the way they should be and are working on developments, then they should continue to grow in value. So what are my thoughts on the Lazy Lions? Is this a project that I'm going to get into later in the future? Maybe scoop up on a dip? For me, I like this project. I am a fan of this project. There hasn't actually been many red flags or anything. The one thing I do hope is that they are able to maintain a level of demand, a level of hype. And honestly, I had a look at their activity. It's pretty fucking amazing. You know, I haven't seen this from a lot of projects, especially projects that have been here for a while. They've been here since August. You got to remember, this project is not OG, but it's sort of OG in the sense that a lot of people are new. Guys, this is a lot of fucking volume right here. It looks like someone fucked up and sold one for $0. I don't know what that's about, but I just noticed that when I was scrolling here. So as you guys know, I will never tell anyone to buy a project or not to buy a project, but I will say this project, from all the facts that I've seen, from all the breakdown that I've done, this looks like a healthy project, and I would rock this project as an avatar in the metaverse. As I've told you, that is something that's important to me. I do take that into consideration. consideration when I think about projects I want to invest in. I think it's very important that your avatar in a metaverse in a video game is something that's desirable. Now, is this project perfect? Are they just going to nail it from here? It's going to be straight up from here. Who knows? We have no idea what's going to happen in the short term. But long term, as long as they maintain these vibes, as long as they maintain this work ethic, this open communication, this project looks very healthy. I'll go ahead and shout out my own Twitter. I don't do much degenerate shit on my YouTube. That's all saved for Twitter. I still don't do that much degenerate shit, to be honest, but every now and then I will drop some signs, drop some hints. Maybe you'll find a whitelist opportunity from me, but not too much, because the NFT market is it's not a great time to be minting projects right now, in my opinion. But yeah, if you want to follow me there, we're pretty much neck and neck with the YouTube channel as far as subscribers to followers count. So it might be a fun game to see which one does better in the long term. So yeah, if you want to follow me on Twitter, I much appreciate that. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you learned something, if you feel good, I would really appreciate you smashing that thumbs up button. It's such an easy, free, simple, 1-second way to support the channel. I'm bringing content to you guys every single day. Next video, we're going to be covering either Fluff World or Creature World. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to be letting the people in my Discord decide for me. We got videos on videos on videos on videos. I'm looking to bring you guys the best content on YouTube. So if you're excited about that, smash that thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button. If you want to see more right now, go ahead and click on one of these boxes on the other side of me. And until then, continue to learn, persist, and be grateful you're alive watching this video. Bye.